Proposal arguments. Answer the question, what and how? We're going to work on writing a simple outline for a proposal argument, okay? And we need to have a research question, something that we can look at to see if it's a proposal, first of all, because you need to understand that a proposal answers the question, what? All right? So what ways are you going to be doing this? All right? So let's say that our question is, should we legalize prostitution? Okay. As you can probably see, this does not answer the question of what. It sort of looks like we're wondering why should we legalize it. So what we need to do is come up with an actual proposal, something that we would propose to do in order to legalize it. In order to determine some proposals, something else, let's first look at our premise. What are some things that we agree on, okay? Well, so what are some things we agree on concerning legalizing prostitution? Well, these are some things I came up with. It's dangerous. It does bring in some income. It's a sex business. It is. And it involves sex that's outside of marriage. It also victimizes women. So, why would I want to legalize it? Okay. Well, here's the thing. What we need to do is we need to look at these things that we agree on. All right? That's going to be where, after this is where we diverge. Now we need to start our arguments. Okay. So you got your premise now. We know what we agree on, but we have to disagree on stuff. So what do we do next, Mrs. Q? I'm looking at the premise, and these are the things that really are most concerning. So these are the things that I'd want to address with a proposal if I'm going to make this a proposal one. I'm going to propose something that's going to make it less dangerous and that doesn't victimize women, because this is actually a plus, all right? I don't have to sell this. This part right here, the part about being a sex business, it is what it is. Some people would think it's immoral. We don't all agree on that, all right? And I can't do anything that's going to change that, but I could probably change these two things. So that's what I need to do for my proposal. So I've started on my intro, and the intro is going to look pretty much the same for most arguments, except that because this is a proposal, my 2 points are going to be ways that I would implement this proposal. I still have to talk about why I want to do it, but that could come in somewhere else, okay? I've also got my premise listed here. These are the things that we agree on, all right? So now I need to start on what my points are. This is the body of my paragraph, and now I'm going to give my 2 ways to do this, 2 solutions that I have for this, okay? So the biggest thing that I have is about government regulations. If it was legalized, it would be regulated, all right? And here's the first one. Government regulations would make it safe, okay? Now, down here, I need to list at least 2 examples of how it would be safe, or what kind of regulations we could implement. And I've come up with a few things to list there too. If it were regulated by the government, we could have health screenings for both the workers and for the clients, all right? But I need to provide, notice, I need to provide some evidence for that. That can't just be my idea. I need to research that somewhere. And here, OSHA, working conditions, that's occupational safety and health for workers, okay? So they need to make sure that they're in safe places and that we have background checks on both the workers and the clients too. And again, some evidence. Where did you look up something to support that? All right. So then I need to come up with a second thing that would help make this work. All right. If prostitution were legal, well, then prostitutes would also be eligible for certain benefits and their wages could be regulated. It would be fair. All right, next, I've got wage benefit and standards. If we can regulate their wages, they'll be eligible for sick leave and retirement benefits too. Now I need to get to my counter arguments. Okay, your counter arguments, you got to make sure that they're valid and that they're researched. If you don't give the other side credit, if you don't recognize their biggest arguments, you're not presenting a very good argument. And I can promise you, the best grade you'll get from me is a C if all you do is provide what we call a straw man argument. Okay, that's either made up garbage or the very weakest reason that you could possibly find. So, no straw man arguments, please. Have I told you how I feel about straw man arguments? I don't like them. So next is your counter argument 1 and your counter argument 2. And after you get those done, the next thing is your rebuttals to those. You can do this a couple of ways. You can have a counter argument with a rebuttal and then your other counter argument with a rebuttal, or you can just give both counter arguments and then rebuttals to both of them. The other thing is too, after you've given these rebuttals, here's where you also get to add your little extras, little things you didn't get to say before. So what I could also add is, oh, not only that, but in addition, this will increase the tax income that it brings to the country, and yada, yada, yada. Then finally, we have our conclusion, which is a life application. Okay? And here you have it. There's my completed simple outline. Of course, you're going to need to fill in this stuff right here. But this is kind of what it looks like. At the bottom, you see that I've got where you recognize the counter argument, and then you introduce the but, where you end with the last word. That's it.